So what exactly does a realtor do? Now, the first thing we do in a nutshell is we help people buy, sell homes. We find people a home to live in. This is our priority summed up in a nutshell, and then I'll break it down from here. As a real estate agent, you're either representing the buyer in a transaction or a seller in a transaction. When you represent a seller, you are taking on what's called a listing on their home. What that means is that you have the exclusive right to sell their home for a predetermined price at a set commission. Your job as a realtor is to give that listing exposure and to navigate the process of selling the home, then negotiating the deal when a buyer comes in and trying to get your seller the highest price possible for that home. It also includes scheduling appointments of when to bring buyers in the home, scheduling open houses, doing marketing, and at the same time, keeping your seller cool throughout the entire process. And anytime they start freaking out, you know what to say, and you know how to assure them everything is going to be okay. And then on the other hand, you have buyers. And buyers are going to be people that you're going to help represent them on buying their home. You're not representing a specific listing, but instead you're helping out one particular buyer find the dream home that they've always wanted. This includes you searching homes for them. They're going to tell you what they want in a home, and it's up to you to go out there to try to find that home. It's not always on the market. Sometimes you have to find these homes by calling other realtors. Sometimes you have to find these homes by door knocking. Sometimes you have to find the home by marketing yourself and then having people call in if they have a listing that's not yet hit the market. There are a lot of ways I will go into to describe finding a home for a buyer, but it's going to involve setting a lot of appointments, showing them homes, helping them negotiate the offer, writing the offer for them, guiding them through the entire process of buying a home, including inspecting the home, getting the loan, appraising the home, closing the home, any other questions they have throughout the entire process. You're going to be their go-to, and you're going to be their guide throughout everything. And there's a lot of paperwork involved on both sides. If you're representing the seller, there's a lot of disclosures that you need to give to the seller to get to the buyer. Same if you're a buyer's agent. You need to make sure you get all the disclosures for your buyer so they know what they're getting into and they know as much as they can about the property they're buying. And then it's also up to you to stay in contact with that client with continued communication, because this client, chances are, is going to end up buying something else from you in the future. They're going to refer you to more business. So it's so important not to lose touch with any of your past clients. Then from there, when you actually close the deal, you're paid a commission anywhere from 2% to maybe as high as 3.5% per side on closing the transaction, which means that on $100,000, you might be paid anywhere from $2,000 to maybe $3,500 per side of the transaction. And what I mean per side, I mean from the listing side and the selling side. So like I said, the listing side means you're representing the seller in the transaction. You have the listing in your home, and you get paid on the listing side. On the selling side is that you're representing the buyer in the transaction, which means that your fiduciary duty is to the buyer. You're representing them exclusively on this deal, and that's what's called a selling agent. So then as a realtor, your main focus here is on generating leads and your business. Because in order to get clients, you have to meet as many different people as possible. You can't just be the realtor that has one house and doesn't meet anybody else, because when you're done with that one house, what's next? You need to be in the business of meeting people and generating clients and getting leads. This should always be your priority and always be your focus as a real estate agent. With that, your next main focus is just following up. That's it. You want to meet as many different people as possible and then just follow up with them consistently. This is your main priority working as a real estate agent, because without this, there is going to be no business. Generate leads, follow up with them. And I'll go into great detail about how you can do that later on in this video. Then after your main focus of meeting people and following up is learning how to close them. It's about finding them exactly what they want and getting them exactly what they want in a timely manner. It's also about listening to their needs and finding out what they want so you can meet or exceed their expectations. So again, to sum things up, your main focus here as a real estate agent is to meet as many different people as possible and follow up with them. Main focus. Second focus is going to be closing them. It's going to be helping find exactly what they want, finding out what their expectations are, what they're looking for, and then meeting or exceeding those expectations. Get leads, follow up, find out what they're looking for, close them, exceed their expectations. Done.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. And check out our new website, thechurchofmoney.info. Also, check out ebooks and tutorials, Shopee.gg, and Urban Stream Media. Ebooks and tutorials. Thank you for watching.